What is going on today, guys? Welcome back to another video. If by some chance you missed yesterday's video, make sure you go back and check that out. But you would already know, if you did, that we are down here at Suncoast Transmissions in Florida checking out their whole entire operation. Yesterday, we did a big, massive tour of the whole entire facility. Today, we are jumping into the action a little bit deeper and going into everything that goes into building the converters that come out of here. So, if you guys live under a rock and don't know what Suncoast or Suncoast Transmissions is, they manufacture and come out with some of the coolest, baddest transmissions and transmission parts for Chevy, Dodge, and also upcoming big, they're jumping into the gas market, the whole entire 10-speed gas market. Again, if you guys saw yesterday's video, you would know that. Mustangs, Camaros, anything 10-speed related, so make sure you guys keep that in mind. But again, today, jumping right into the converter build room, we are picking up a new converter for our broken first gen. We're gonna be building it, checking out all of the processes that go into, and there's quite a bit. You take a look at a converter and you don't even realize what goes into it. These guys make everything here in-house, which is different and far superior than anything else on the market. So anyway, stop talking, let's jump right into checking out these converters. All right, guys, so we are in the converter build room right now. So before we show you guys exactly how each piece is made and everything that goes into a converter, a lot of you guys have probably never even seen inside a converter or what pieces that we're even gonna show you being made from scratch here at Suncoast. So we're here with Cody and we got a converter laid out here so we can actually explain just a little bit all the pieces that we are going to show you getting made. So take it away, Cody. What pieces do we have here?
So right here you got your pump. That's the one half of the converter you can see.
That's what most people will actually physically see.
Yeah, that's the part. You got the pump that goes into the transmission, input that goes through it. Then this is your turbine. Turbine. That's what your input goes into.
Tomato.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the only thing left factory on this turbine is the actual outside. We replaced the splines, TIG weld all the fins, weld the spline in, and here you got your stator. This is pretty much your driving characteristics of your entire converter transmission setup. This controls your stall speed, and that and basically all your fin windows and whatnot. That is what's controlling your stall and your driving.
So first up, we're actually going to see how this piece is made first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. We make all of them, or not all of them, but most of them in the house. And another misconception as far as triple disc converters goes is it's 3 discs. Well, it's actually 2, but one of them's double-sided. So that way you have 3 surfaces.
3 frictions.
Yes, 3.
So you got
surfaces.
1 and then 2 on each side of this
Correct.
one. That makes a triple disc converter.
Right. And then all those run on the piston. Both discs run on the piston. And then between your piston and your cover, you have your lockup surface on the cover.
Gotcha.
So, but all those are machined in-house. Pistons machined in-house.
So from a generic standpoint, these are all of the pieces inside of a converter.
Yep.
So this is a big box of cores. This is where converter land starts.
From here, it goes to get cut open, and that starts the process of building a brand new Suncoast converter.
Okay, cool. It all starts with
cores.
This cores right here. Cores that get turned into beautiful masterpieces. So what we're looking at is the raw material for the stators, correct?
Yeah, so National brings in the full bar stock and then cuts down rocks that then come next door and get processed out. So right now we've got a piece of 8-inch 60, 61. that's going to end up becoming the billet stators
Okay.
putting in your truck.
Gotcha. And there's different, so this is 8-inch, but there's different diameters for different stators, for different
Yeah,
converters.
for like our covers, we use a 14-inch,
Okay.
70-75.
Oh, so this will actually cut the cover material as well?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
gotcha. So this basically cuts a lot of the raw material right here.
Yep, every piece of aluminum that gets turned into billet at Suncoast actually comes through here.
Gotcha.
It's really convenient because you just walk over, pick up the parts. There's no shipping, there's no trucking.
It's all done right here.
It's all done. Right.
So from that big bar stock that gets cut down, that's what ends up over here, correct?
That's correct. It gets turned down to the first operation, and we make a bunch of different stators all from the same stock. So you're seeing is the prep op getting done, and
Okay.
it goes into this next machine for the first operation. It'll go from that material, all in the same machine. It actually finishes it
Okay.
all in one shot. So this is a Mazak Integrex. This has capability of 4.5 axis, so it can move in 5 axis, can feed in 4. The uniqueness of this machine is it has the capability of turning like it was just doing.
Okay.
Also, this is live tooling, where the part on the right is actually spinning. It's an end mill inside there, and it's actually cutting the 2 tabs for the stator cap to fit in later on. Just roughing out the blades. It'll do each one and then rotate and work on the next one.
Okay.
With this capability, we can redesign any stator and have any pitch on the blade, so we can change the stall speed very easily and quickly. These are a 2-part stator, where the ring on the outside actually gets put on after, and we can come up with a foil type design, as well as we can also do a straight blade. So this is one of our integrated rings. This has the capability in both of these machines to cut that angled pocket in there. The only drawback
okay.
is it's a straight blade, whereas the other one you can actually have a foil type. Like
Is there a difference between the two?
So
Or is
this
just
one,
different applications?
Different applications. That's
Okay.
actually the AS69
Okay.
stator. This is for your 68 and 6/18ths.
Okay. Gotcha.
So we make a wide variety for everything. We can change stall speed at 100 RPM increments if we need to.
Okay. And that all comes down to the stator.
All comes down to the stator and the angle of the blade and the window.
Someone calls in and says, yeah, I need a looser or tighter converter. It all comes down to this
Yes.
getting changed.
We have all the data on which blade design here on the outside gets which stall speed.
Okay.
So we know if you're looking for 2,500 RPM stall, we can do it that way. If you want 1,600 stall, we just change which stator goes into it. The piston, as well as some of our covers, all come to these. We have 2 of them, 15-inch Mazak 2-axis lathes.
Okay.
This part right now is actually the 10R80 cover. We'll show you the procedures that this uses.
So from the raw blanks in the other shop over here to make this part.
Correct. We get the raw blanks from there. They get turned down in 2 operations, and they'll go over and get milled after that.
Okay.
Comes in as raw material, and then that's the operation that's getting done now. Got a setup where we're doing the inside of the cover and the top of the cover all in one shot.
we'll take and turn it up, put a new hub back in it.
Because you can clearly see
It's hot.
it's all chowdered up.
You know, they usually damage the outside and the inside because a lot of scratches and nicks in it.
Gotcha.
When, you know, when they're all in those giant
Yeah.
4 boxes,
Yep.
they're gonna get dinged up, and it just doesn't make sense to put, if everything else is gonna be new, it doesn't
Yep.
make sense to not put a new one in.
So we cut the weld out, cut the hub out, get this flat, surface flat, then we'll come in here and bore it to the size of our hub. And what I'll do is this is anti-spatter what this is. This keeps the spatter from going up into the fin, so you don't have to sit there and pick and chisel with it all day long. That's another one of their little ideas. Hey, it works. So just put this in here like this. Hold that. We'll go over and leak check it and make sure it don't have no leaks in the weld. Then it's ready to go up front and get built.
After you're saying this is cut apart,
Then we will cut the hub out. We put a brand new hub in that.
okay.
So this one's been rehubbed already.
So this would be considered your hub section.
Yep.
So that
Brand
gets
new.
changed out.
That gets changed out.
New hub gets welded in.
And then comes over here to Heavy, and he starts laying in welds to stiffen the pump fins.
Okay, gotcha. So all of these
Yep.
inside here.
We'll go in and just reinforce the brazing, because while the brazing is strong, it's not a weld.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So cut apart, rehubbed, and then stiffened up with the welds in here.
Yep.
Good deal. Look at this little turntable. Got your own turntable in here.
And with that, you get a lot of pressure going through these fins, and we'll see a lot of them when they're not when they're not welded. These fins will actually bend back,
Okay.
and it'll destroy the whole inside of it. So,
Right.
even though it's furnace brazed, there's so much fluid pressure through here that it's numerous times you've seen these fins bust back open.
Okay.
So what I
gotcha.
do is I just make sure they all stay down.
Stay where they're
strong.
supposed to be.
Yeah. I have a speed sensor that runs off of these dimples, and if any of these dimples have a dent in it, it'll throw a code on the truck and it
Oh,
won't work.
okay.
So I physically have to go in and re-dimple every one of them, so the speed sensor will hit that dimple.
Wow. Awesome.
The new turbine spline that we're going to install into the turbine. We don't reuse the old ones, and then this one's specifically designed for our piston on our triple S.
We have finally gone through all of the processes of making all of these pieces, and we have my new converter right here that we are going to assemble. We've got some factory stock parts over here that we are going to go over just a little bit and kind of show you guys a little bit of the weak points.
It's a factory stator. They get worn. Your one-way sprag that holds your stator together gets worn out, and at some point will break.
And is that because this is not billet, or?
Well, there's a few things to it. They don't line up where the springs go good enough so they can fall through these holes. We also weld the backs of them so they can't get loose like that.
Oh, okay.
And you get a much tighter press fit in this billet aluminum.
Gotcha, okay. And then I think we went over when Heavy was welding this stuff, just about basically the fins and reinforcing this, correct?
Yeah. That's the factory single disc piston. So in the factory you would have a single fly piston, single clutch.
Gotcha.
Whereas in ours you're gonna have 3 clutches.
Yep, okay. All right, cool. I guess we're ready to assemble this thing.
Load them up. Check the pump. Going. And also, we got our new piston seal on the turbine. This is basically the seal that creates your lockup.
Oh, okay. So that's pretty important then.
Yep. Then we take your piston with the clutches applied to it. These washers. This is in your clutch clearance. Gotcha. Over here. Make sure our clutch clearance is good. And lube up this washer. That's the burner.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Couple
Little razzle, a little dazzle, and it's set.
that's a lot of machining for 5 seconds of assembly.
Now we check our overall height. 670 max. We're within tolerance. Good to go. Check all the welds, make sure they all penetrated correctly on the hub, to the cover and pump, make sure there's no leaks. You're gonna get balanced so you don't have vibrations and stuff after it's being mounted up and it's rotating. And then they get boxed up and shipped out, ready to go.
Hot, very hot, very hot.
Hot, did it? Hot.
Is that just shows that there's no leaks?
What happens is when this brings the sleeve down, this makes that expansion. This puts the air in it. We put it up at 120 because that weld should look perfect when you put it under pressure versus putting it in the vehicle and then finding the leak.
Right.
This way we can find it. I can pull
So
the
if this dropped down, you would be able to see it.
You see bubbles because it's going in there faster than it leak out.
Gotcha.
In fact, we got no bubbles and this water is almost 200 degrees. It's simulated to be in a vehicle.
After the converters get balanced, they go to get painted and they get packaged up. And this is what the final product looks like. A beautiful brand new converter bolts. all of your information to return your core properly. Again, cores make the world go round. So that is pretty much the process of getting a torque converter made here at Suncoast. Obviously, you guys can tell we are home now with our new goodies for the first gen. So brand new triple disc converter from these guys. We are also going to be pairing that with the new latest and greatest hotness from Sonex. This is their 35 spline input, which is supposed to be the newest, like I said, newest, latest, greatest, strongest input shaft that you can put in this thing. So super pumped to get all of this stuff installed in the truck. We're gonna be going over the input shaft in a little bit more detail in the next video, where we are gonna go to our good buddy Muldoon's, get this stuff installed, go over a lot of other stuff. But that's pretty much gonna do it, guys. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Go make sure you guys show Suncoast some love, give them some likes, some shares on Facebook, on Instagram. Make sure you guys follow them for all of the latest and greatest in transmission stuff. These guys are always pushing the envelope, innovating on all the new platforms like the 10-speed stuff, and always constantly looking to improve just everything that they're doing. So huge thank you, as always, to Suncoast. That is gonna wrap up this video. I will see you guys tomorrow, or very, very soon. Stay tuned. Hit the like button before you leave. Subscribe if you have not already.